is, Ray. What do you want to do tonight?
Same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to take over the world.
Well, as you probably know, I write a daily note from the universe and have been doing so well over 10 years. And before that, I was writing as Mike. Same stuff, but much more popular when you write as the universe. Basically, I send out a little email to people as if I was the universe, and I remind them of life's beauty and their power. And it's something that I wanted to receive myself back when I started sending them out. When I was at a really low time in my life, feeling like I was completely starting over, I thought, you know, wouldn't it be cool, in addition to these positive quotes that I have plastered around my house and on my refrigerator, if I got an email every day that from the universe or from anybody with some information that would inspire me and remind me that we live in a world of illusions, that our thoughts become things, that all things are possible. Go, Mike, go. And so that was the genesis of my daily emails that evolved quickly into Notes from the Universe. And the process I have for writing them is loose, and I do my best to follow it, but it's modeled on what I teach. It's modeled on how to bring about any manifestation in our lives. Think of what you want in terms of the end result. Do not worry about how. Do not think about the minutia. Don't micromanage it. Just in your mind's eye, go to a place where it already exists. And so for a note from the universe, that place is, woohoo! I wrote an awesome note, and I know what it feels like to have written what I think is an awesome note. And so for usually I set a timer for 1 minute. Just 1 minute. And during that 1 minute, I'm just like, yes, I love my life. I love this job. That was so easy. This is so fun. There's so many notes. There's an infinite number. As many grains of sand on the earth. That's how many notes, awesome notes, wait to be written. And so I'm in this place of, I've done it. I've done it. Without thinking what I'll write about, whether it's gratitude or appreciation or judgment or dreams coming true. Those are all hows. That's minutia. That's not what our brain's for. Our brain is this phenomenal instrument, if you will, that taps our spiritual energy and that brings it forth. And we dictate what is brought forth with images in our mind of the end result, or even better than images, feelings, emotion. This is what it's all about. So that woo-woo joy that I feel when I visualize for 1 minute before I write summons good ideas, so that there will then be a manifestation that replicates, that makes real, that actualizes that joy. This is how emotions become things. We literally manipulate, if you will, kind of a fun word sometimes, the world around us, including people who are in alignment with us, who have complementary end results. We draw them into our sphere and we meet them serendipitously, like, oh my gosh, I sat next to so-and-so on the airplane and they told me about this and I went to the website and my life's changed. Or a new best friend or business partner, clients, customers, whatever you're looking for, the end result summons it and creates the circumstances that seem to be so coincidental or random. This is why there is no such thing as a coincidence. This is how there is no such thing as a coincidence or an accident, happy, sad, or otherwise. Everything that happens to us is a function of our inner vibration that's sparked by our inner thoughts in our mind, or moreover, the emotions that we pump through this vessel that brings about circumstances that will yield a manifestation, an actualization of what we were thinking about. So step 2, however, is all important. After I hold that image in my mind and feel that emotion running through my being, step 2, whatever it is you want, act on it. Take action, which usually means act even though you don't know what it is that's going to bring it about, when it comes to a dream coming true. These are the baby steps that always seem futile. The baby step for me as a writer of Notes from the Universe, after I have created the end result in my mind, is I start typing. What do I type? I don't know. Type anything. And I will literally type, the dog sat on the barrel. No, not a dog this time, the tree. The reason the tree. The trees have reason. And it spins into something Totally unlike the dog sat on the barrel. But this is, again, metaphoric of how all things come to pass. Have the dream, the champagne and caviar, the soulmate, the vacation, the career that thrills you, the improved health, and then do something about it. But now that you've just dreamed of these glorious dreams and you're faced with here and now, do something about it. It's like, what? Go to that job I hate at the mall? Yes, go to that job you hate at the mall. But for having programmed the magic with these new end results, you're going to be alert on the way. You're going to hear something on the radio. You're going to see something out of your car, a billboard. And all of a sudden, the pieces start assembling seamlessly. You think it's just ordinary life. We think that the physical world is concrete reality. It's not. It's a hologram that we create, that we project. But we do so seamlessly so as not to kind of break the authenticity of it, so that we can therefore believe that it's real and therefore be driven by our passions, fall in love, be fallen in love with, and hence we have a lifetime. Point being, after the lofty dreams, you still need to show up and do something with baby steps. And don't be discouraged that they seem paltry, that they don't seem connected to this wild life you've just been dreaming. Take them anyway. And then prepare to be astounded. It won't be the third step. Chances are it won't be the 300th step. It'll be the 3,000th step when you have a big dream you want to come true. But rest assured, it's going to come true because you live in a dream world. And for me, when I write, you know, the little notes from the universe are usually only a paragraph long. They will still to this day sometimes take hours to hammer out. And I'll daydream, and I'll get mad, and I'll start over, and I'll delete, and then I'll add on, and then I'll be, and then I'll take a phone call, and then I'll Google something. But this is the process. I used to beat myself up for daydreaming or taking a long time or not being more focused. But I've learned to kind of chill out. Rome wasn't built in a day, and whatever it is you want, it's coming to you. And the more you can be at peace with that knowingness, the easier it is to bide your time. And the more you realize that everyone needs some diversity and some diversions in their life, the more gentle you can be in letting the process unfold. And so that's how I write a note from the universe. I hold the end result in my mind and emotionally for about a minute with a timer. And then I just take action on it, and I start writing whatever comes to mind, and I massage it, and I tweak it, and I change it, and I give it a rest, and I daydream, and I go back to it. And it's the same. This is my main teaching in life, you know, that we are deliberate creators, that our thoughts become things. If there's something you don't like, you can do something about that. You can transform it. You can transform yourself. You can transform your life. So hold the vision in your mind. Use vision boards. Use scrapbooks. Listen to enriching audio programs. Read empowering books. Whatever it is for you. Listen to Kanye West or whatever it is for you. And then do what you can with what you've got from where you are. And the pieces of the puzzle will assemble themselves as long as you keep at it. And of course, you'll be drawn through uncharted territory. That's what a dream implies. That's why you're dreaming it, because you've never been there before. And it's natural then that you don't know how you're going to get there, nor what you'll be drawn through to get there, nor how much higher you will have to raise the bar on your own self to get there. You know, you might have to deal with leaving your comfort zone. You might have to take up public speaking like I did. You might have to inject yourself into conversations or make some cold calls or reach out to the unknown or unknown people and players and face rejection and declines and the big no. But this is what it's really all about. You have a dream that calls you to a higher place, which forces you to face fears you didn't even know you had until you went out to climb that mountain. But then you conquer those fears and you become more than who you were before the dream presented itself. You ultimately get the dream, but so much more. Dreams are always far better made real, made manifest than you dreamed that they would be, because getting there, you became more than you were when you started. And then when you're there, it ain't no thing, and you see further on the horizon, and you want more, and you want to tweak it, and you want to polish it, and you want a second one, and you want a third one, and the adventure goes, and you grow, and it never ends. God, if you will, is in a perpetual state of growth, meaning God, if you will, like you and I and everyone else, wants things that have not yet come to pass.